Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth with BANTO. Today we are building our blacksmith building that we were working on in the previous episode. I threw in some shields at the very end with it, and today guys I wanted to make another addition to the town that's gonna make it feel even more Vikingish. Now how do we do that? We will be working nearby the harbour. We're gonna also make this bigger eventually, but what I want to start to do today is to actually work on a boat. We want to have him floating kinda. So we can do that with some tricks. So for example, one way we can make so something is sitting up in the sky, what we do is we take the room tool, drag it out, and we can also push this down like so. Then we can start removing some parts with the hole tool. Important to use this one, and you can see that we can still put things on top of it. I can keep adding, and this will be buildable because we're keeping what is below here. So if we remove this, it will go red, and then we just keep like one little thing down there. Then we can add it later on. So if I would remove this just to kind of show you guys how it works, remove every part, and then we can save this as flying object, I guess, and let's go with that. Now you can see I can drop it here, and there's a little thing there, a little block, but that's fine. And it's a good idea to try to match it with the terrain underneath it. So this way we can make like boats, we can make some airships and so on. So in this case we would go outside somewhere like here, and then we could like design from this place and make a boat from there and match it with the height of the water, so we have the water level to think about. So the best is probably in this case would be to actually start designing it in the floor. And you have to be careful, you have to make sure you do it like this, so you have a wall and not only those little columns, because you have to have that way for it to work. We can drag it down, and somehow it stayed this time. But we can't go like this because it's gonna be red. And also, it's gonna not be possible to put it on the bottom, so what we're gonna do then, we're gonna go back, destroy that one, make a new building, take the room tool, and where do I want to have my boat? Let's say we're gonna have a Viking boat going in here then. So either we adjust from this layer of the floor of the water, or from down here. So I'm gonna go with let's go with up here. I think I'm probably gonna put him close by most of the time. This would be a pretty good level. Make sure we use the room tool, push this down again, then we'll start removing a little bit of pieces here and there. And perhaps we want to change the middle as well to something cheap, like a little bit of wood or something. We can take like a grayish color that's gonna match the bottom of the floor pretty good, like so. But we want to actually have this maybe potentially a little bit further down. And you see, it's also important that we keep the room, so we keep some piece of the room as well, else it's gonna go red. What we're gonna do now then, we're gonna think that this is gonna be the top right for the boat, where we start. We're actually like the bottom of the boat, but it's gonna be the top of the water surface, so we're gonna go down, I think something like that's pretty good. Then we can remove what we did before. And then we keep removing this. Like so. And if you want to, we can actually remove almost everything. Maybe just keep those two or something like that. Or we keep them all, it's fine as well. And let's make this in a wooden color so it matches with a Viking boat. And let's see how we're gonna do this. I've been looking for some inspiration. I've done some Viking boats in the past, but it can always be fun to kind of try to make a new one. A Viking boat should be pretty flat underneath, so that's what we are aiming for with this. And we're gonna make this pretty much in the block tool everything. And first, what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna try to get a size for this. And I'm probably gonna be moving this as well. So here we have 6 that side, 8 on that side. So I'm gonna move this for now. Instead we're gonna go over here. We can get a better place for it. So now it is 19 blocks long, which I think would be probably pretty good in size. So now we're gonna start to shape this, and on the deck it's gonna be kind of wide. Maybe like that. Something like this should be pretty good. Then we're gonna start to like make this kind of go together, and that's a little bit of an experiment as you do it. So I'm going up a block by block like that. It's gonna go higher and higher, and then we go even higher like so, something like that, to have like a base to work on. And the best I would say is to, when you're done on one side, try to do the same kind of on the other side. It's just gonna be a little bit easier that way, I would say. Because else it might be a little bit troublesome to try to get them to be kind of the same later on. There we go, everything is pretty flat at the moment. And I was thinking of maybe, not entirely sure, if we should go like that. There we go, and I got something to work from, and then we can decide how we want the sides to be. We could go like that, perhaps. It really depends on how advanced we want to be. And then I think I'm gonna work on the little curve over here. Make it look a little bit nicer. Go like that, and probably a little bit like so to create a little bit more shape, like that. And then we can decide if we want it to be the same width everywhere here. Really depends on how we want to do it. And if you want to try to make some kind of head, it's kind of limited with the size we got here. If we can try to make some kind of head with, but we can pretend it's some kind of a head in the front, I guess. So we could go pretty basic like that even. Oh, that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. We could add maybe one under there, but then it's not gonna stick out as much. It's gonna be more visible that it's looking like a head like that, I think. Then we might want to make some places for some ores or something like that, and we can make our own if we want to. They're gonna be super thick though, like if we add something like that with where they're coming out, but we should be more like up here then. It really depends on how we want it to be. If we don't want it to be visible, I don't think I want that actually. However, maybe I want to make some seats where people row, and we can also change the color. But one problem with this boat, if I want to use the shields like this ones, unfortunately they need an 3x3, which is a pretty insane size considering how big the item is itself. They need this size, but they really would fit on one. They used to be like that, but they aren't anymore, and I really miss that. So I might have to change the entire shape for it to work with that. So we could, for example, we could go like that, but it's gonna look really blocky then. Or we could go like that, it's not gonna be as blocky at least. We're skipping one block, and I made a little bit of a brighter color there. Now we should be able to throw in some shields, and I think throwing in some shields on a Viking boat looks pretty damn awesome. We can go like that, a lot of shields. And then we can do the same on the other side. Like that, there we go. 6 shields on every side. Pretty good. And then we should do some more coloring on the boat to make some coloration stand out, I guess. And maybe this color would have been better for the boat. So we're using... which one are we using? This one. Let's throw in maybe some darker colorations too. We can also do like a mix of different colors. Maybe we have that one, then we have this one again. We keep the one we have there and we just add in the dark one in the middle over there. And perhaps we can have it go together with the ship over there. Something like that. And we definitely want to change how it's looking inside of here. So we're gonna make a little bit of texture to this. I'm gonna add in a little bit of random other colors as well to make it pop out a little bit more. Something like that, perhaps. I think it looks very square there, but I think it looks fine from the side. I think so, yeah. But maybe we want to work a little bit on, like, perhaps we don't need to remove, like, maybe that one. This one we can't remove though. And we definitely want to throw in a different color there where the eye is going to be on the dragon or whatever we want to consider it to be. And let's also change a little bit here. Let's make the middle maybe in a different color. We take this one. Or maybe that one. Be like that, and I feel like I want to change the coloration down here. Color can do a lot of while designing something, I think. I almost want to change this color to be a dark one here as well. That could be the boat, and we could add in some more if you want to. I kind of do feel in one way that I want to make it maybe change the width when you get to the center. I think I'm gonna remove the shields for now. And we can add them back in later on. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna make it wider, maybe after 4 blocks maybe. Like so. We're just gonna add a big chunky block over there. And then we would remove some here. So I don't know, I feel like if I recolor this, it's gonna look a lot better. At the moment it looks kind of weird. Let's see if we throw in some shields. We might even, yeah, we can have one over there as well. Very nice. We got 4, we got 4, and it's looking different. So we're missing like 1 block if we want to have the same. Add that one in, we can add a little shield. That's pretty good, I think. Let's do the same over this side. There we go, and another one. There we go. Very nice. So we could have done also this one a little bit different. I see that some of them are like bent back a little bit and then it goes forward ahead, but I think we will have to do a very big one to kind of do the same. And like it would be going up, I guess. I'm just doing this one block now to show. So it would be like going back a bit, like 1 or 2 blocks, and then it will kind of go forward again. And then it will be like an head kinda on the front here. Like that. I guess it could work. Let's give it a try. So maybe this one goes up. Maybe we can even use that one that goes up. And then goes maybe back one or more. And then... So that looks a little bit silly. So I think if we put it maybe in the front. That, I guess that could kind of work actually. I kind of like it like that though, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm always into experimenting a bit with these things. So I guess we could go like that, and that would almost look like it's the chest of it. Perhaps if we remove that one. I think I'm gonna go like this, but we can have some more looks at the boat to see if there are maybe some tweaks we want to do at some places. A coloration like that. So I feel pretty happy with that, but then we need to have like we should have a sail on the boat as well. So let's add in one in the middle. Got a mast to go up and like so. And we can decide if it's gonna be like an open sail. That would be when you would be sailing. But at the same time, if it's gonna be a docked one, it might be looking better if it's together. So I think I can make it like it looks like rolled in. So then we can have one beam going here. I think that's the same. 9 in width. And then we can choose kind of the color we want to have. So we can have maybe a red white sail. Or maybe an yellow white, because I think we're using a little bit of yellow coloration in town. Even though the shields are reddish, but let's give it a go if we would do like a little bit of yellow in it. So we can add like that. Every second one would be that color. And potentially if you want we can add even another under it. To make it maybe a little bit more visible. So that would be when we're not sailing. Or we can make it go in the back like that, so it's looking like it's together. But it's like docked or whatever to call it. We could do it like that as well, I guess. To be like it's like rolled together kinda. I feel though maybe it should be a little bit higher up, so let's change a little bit. We can go like that also. We can imagine that we're just about to pull it together kinda. But we haven't fully docked yet. We can have it in that way too. So let's give this a go, guys. And let's save this. So here we have it, and then it will be floating just like we made it. And we might have a problem maybe when putting it out, but this looks like it might be fine here. So we can add it like that. So it's like all the way hooked together with our building at the side over there. Or we can have it like docked with their side. Would be docked like that as well, that's also possible. Though I feel like it probably would have been more common to dock the boat in this way. And they probably rode it, maybe the last little part when they are about to dock it. Because then they have the sails ready if they need to leave quickly. That's the way I'm thinking about it. So maybe we'll have it sitting like that. Could be a pretty good spot. We can have maybe another one next to it. We can have another one over here. We would have 2 Viking boats. I'm also gonna save this one so we have a better thumbnail for it. Looks a lot better like that, right? So a little bit of tweaking. Doing boats is very different compared to making buildings. And I see I actually made a mistake. Oh, why do it go red like that? Ah, let's see. Let's put this one out again. There we go. So it's very different to do boats versus buildings, and because there can be a lot more shapes, it's like rounded. This one is very flat, it's an Viking boat though. This one looks like it's sitting higher up than other boats. Wait a moment. Why is this not in the water anymore? Ah, okay, there we go. Oh, that's awesome. So you can see we can even sink it if we do need it. Not sink it fully though. That's kind of fun that you can actually do that. Can we even do that? No, we can't. But one thing you maybe can actually do that could be useful. I don't know if you can do it. Let's say you want to have it deeper, then it's going to be on the bottom if you place it. But I wonder if I increase the height like we did here. And then I add a room underneath this again. Let's maybe put this up one more step. Then we'll make like a room under it. You see? That way we maybe, if we at least keep the block, that's gonna be the problem, I guess. Ah, let's scrap that idea. Okay, so now what we're gonna do then? So there's not really any problem with it. But I'm kind of thinking if I maybe should just not have this like squarish little weird thing at the bottom. We should maybe push it forward like that. I think we just leave it like that. It's fine, we're not gonna look at it anyway. So there we go, guys. Gonna save this one again, remove that one, and then we'll save this one to get a new template. And you guys are gonna be able to download it shortly after the video is up as well, so you guys can use it as well. And you know, it would be really cool if you could actually add some paddles. That would be awesome. Would be freaking awesome. But I mean, there are other things we potentially could add. We can add some candle. If we go inside of here, we can add some candles, or we can add some lanterns, or braziers as well. I feel like they're probably not gonna fit very good. Candles could kind of maybe work. But I don't think I'm gonna add that. But we can potentially add some build spaces for sitting. And if I'm gonna do that, I think we could imagine that these would be places where they sit and row the boat. And I'm gonna do so. We have it balanced, so we can have the same over here. So we can imagine we're sitting on those, but I don't know if we should go for that color. It might be popping out a bit too much. We could do the same as the rest of the boat, but it may also look weird with flow together over there. So potentially if we take a brighter color. I don't know, I might actually go without it, but you can imagine that would be some seats. It might even be better, maybe go like that. Or we can make them covered entirely like so. But the good thing with not covering it is that people could actually walk through easier. Or we can even go like that, maybe the Hearthling only need one block to sit on. But I think I'm gonna go without it. Do let me know guys if you think I should be adding those for sitting when paddling. Or if you don't think I should add it. So now we're gonna add in the boat again then. Rotate the orientation like so, there we go. Remove. And I think we have our first beautiful little Viking boat made. But guys, that's gonna be it for today with Stonehearth. So it was a little bit of a building episode today again, but I hope you guys found it useful and helpful, and maybe you're gonna enjoy using this one in your town if you decide to use it. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like on the video. And if there's anything else you think I should build, do let me know in the comments as well. And I also want to thank my members here on YouTube and once again for supporting me here as a creator. And super duper thank you to you guys, and I hope to see all of you guys soon again. So thanks for watching and have a great rest of the day guys. Take care.